Okay, what's up everybody? I'm going to show you guys my end of the year game pickups, as in this is all I'm going to be getting until next year, the 1st. And got some pretty good ones here, especially a couple of them. Just picked up another one today that I have tried the demo on that and wasn't too bad, so I'll see how the game is. Anyways, these first two I got at Walmart Cyber Monday, and they had them marked down to 10 bucks a piece. This game, I love it, man. This is a badass game, and I played it from beginning to end on easy to get used to all the levels and maps and where stuff is, and now I'm trying it on a hard skill and definite challenge. Anyways, copy of Singularity for the Xbox 360. This one, same thing, played it from beginning to end, and not a bad game. Definitely one worth picking up if you can get it cheap, but I don't like the way you make the character fly fast when you're having to catch up with something like one of the bad guys or whatever, as it really started pissing me off on that when I basically slowly beat the shit out of the last boss, as in it took forever to beat the last boss, because every time you shoot this gigantic robot, the motherfucker turns around on you, so you gotta haul ass and fly around to the front of them to attack. As in, you don't attack anything on the back of them. Everything's on the front, and it drives you fucking crazy. As in, the characters fly too freaking fast. As in, I think, yeah, I did end up using Iron Man to beat the game. I didn't use the other dude, War Machine. Might try it with the War Machine, but I think it'd be the same problem. It's like, you're moving so fast you can't slow down fast enough, and they're only giving you a few seconds to make the shot, and then he starts moving around, and then you can't freaking aim at anything because he's moving too much. So, real tedious, but not a bad game. This one I've been really wanting to get, and I'm glad I did. I love this game. It is very fun. I don't care what the critics are saying on it, saying, oh, the movement on it sucks and stuff, and it doesn't respond well. Everything on it was responding really good with me, so I think it depends on where you live and where you got your system set up. Because I didn't have any problems, and I am enjoying the hell out of it. And it's really fucking violent, and violence is good. Especially when it's in video games. Finally got Rise of Nightmares for the Kinect, and just very fun, man. All I can say is if you can find it inexpensive, get it. They had it at Walmart in my store with the price rolled back to $29.95, which I don't know if all the stores are doing that or not, because I got online and they were still showing $49.95, so my store's kind of weird like that. They will screw you over either in the store or on the website. They don't always have the same prices, but definitely worth getting. This one I just picked up today at Big Lots for $18 and something cents. And they had a few Kinect games, but mostly the dance, fitness, children's type stuff like Kinectimals. And I tried the demo and I kept throwing my fucking back out when I tried licking myself, so fuck that game. I don't want it. I got real cats to roll around on the floor with, so I don't need a fake one, so yeah, too many fucking kid games and health games on that. But out of all the kid games, I love Sonic the Hedgehog, man, and this one wasn't too bad on the demo. It seemed to work alright with me, so picked up Sonic Free Riders. So, you know, on the demos, man, they're never that long, especially for the Kinect. They just give you like the first stage or whatever, so I'll see how this is. So, on these puppies, on that last video I was saying my good Colecovision crapped out on me, and it was that chip that has to do with the controllers. Anyways, where I listed in some of the websites to check out, the last one where I said you can get parts here, went ahead and ordered some parts last Sunday, and fast shipping. The dude, he got back to me because it's like I'm used to having them send you another email to say your order's been shipped or whatever, and he didn't do it, but I don't blame him on that. He was going to a conference or something, or someplace, business trip, so he said he shipped them off as soon as he got my email the next day, so they went out Monday, and I got the chips Thursday, and this is going out of Texas to Arizona, so very fast shipping as far as I'm concerned, and he goes through USPS Priority Mail is what he uses, at least for the United States. He does ship all over the place, so if you're like the UK or in Canada, go for it, man. He'll send it to you. Anyways, on the parts, and on parts right off the bat, this is a very inexpensive repair, and I've got extra parts left over, as in, these only needed one chip apiece. They both had the exact same problem, and the same chip was blown, so I am happy as a pig in shit, man. I've got 2 working Colecovisions now that work beautifully. So anyways, on the chips, I got 4 of them at $1.19 a piece, so $4.76 for my 74 LS541 octal buffer driver with tri-state output chips. Shipping was $6.50, so $11.26 to get the 4 chips. And say I got 2 chips left over, so if I have another one blow, man, I can swap another one out easy enough. And then on other parts, these are also cheap. I didn't order these from him. I went ahead and just got them at Radio Shack because I wanted to make sure I got the right ones. I've never done this kind of work before since the 80s, so I wanted to make sure I had the right stuff. Anyways, these were 59 cents a piece at Radio Shack. It's a 20-pin IC socket. And anyways, if you're going to do this repair yourself, pick these puppies up. I'm pretty sure anywhere online, unless you just get one that doesn't like to use them, will probably get these puppies too. So if you have the problem again, you have this soldered to the board and then the chip just sticks into it. So if the chip blows again, you can just pull it out with your fingers or a chip removing tool and pop in a new one, and you're ready to go, instead of going through all that desoldering again, as that was a bitch. Not the top one here, as in this top Colecovision is my really nice one. The bottom one, somebody had replaced the chips before and did a shit job, and I think that was half the problem. Wasn't that they soldered it in wrong, is that they did a horrible soldering job outright, and some of the computer board traces or whatever coming off of the leads had lifted up, and a couple of them had separated. So I had to do a little bit of extra work on it, which wasn't too much, but it was just tedious. And then bottom one, find them here. Yeah. I use these little puppies to cut out half of one of the chips, to where I just cut the leads down one side and then kind of just gradually, very carefully bent the chip back and forth sideways until the leads on the other side snapped off of the chip. But these are pretty small, and I had a bitch of a time getting them in there enough to cut them. So on this one, I was like, screw doing that again, because it took too damn long and I was already getting burned out. I got my Dremel with a cutoff wheel and just literally sliced the leads right off the side of that chip where it goes into it, and then just did the same thing. Just bent it back and forth real slow until the other leads snap off, and then removing the leads. I don't know why the hell they did it on these chips, but usually when you put a chip or something, or a resistor or whatever, into a circuit board, it goes straight down, you solder it, and then you cut off whatever is left. They stuck in the chip, bent the leads sideways as an outward, and then soldered them. So because they were bent, real bitch to sit there and try and hold the iron on it enough to get it hot, and then balance the board somehow while you're holding pliers to try and get out the little leads out of each one of them holes. As in, they're just big enough for the freaking leads, so you got to get off every single bit of solder, damn near. And I went both ways on that. I started out with the soldering tape and got off as much as I can with this stuff, and then finished it off using my desoldering sucker-upper thingy here. These are pretty inexpensive, and I've had this for years and years, man. I can't remember when I bought it, but these work great. And other than that, man, really not a big deal. So if you've done that kind of work before, or just familiar with soldering, it's not that hard to do. If you're not familiar with doing any kind of soldering work, and you're thinking of doing this as a first time try, don't. Have somebody do it for you, or send it in and spend the extra money. Because the parts on these are so freaking sensitive, and also they're old. These puppies came out in '83, so you're dealing with old boards and old parts, to where if you're not used to a soldering iron and you heat it up too much, you can do what the idiot did that attacked it before me and have the traces start lifting up off the circuit board, or you can damage something else, or solder it wrong and fry your system, or do something worse, have a penguin appear on your TV and blow your fucking house up. I don't know, man, but definitely don't try this if you've never attempted it. And speaking of other, not repairs, but modifications, and I'm tempted as hell to pick up one of his kits right now. He doesn't have any in stock, as in I think he just gets the parts, puts them together. So obviously he's selling a lot of them, but he's got the AV kits just for composite video for like $19.95, and it's got everything you need. It's got the little circuit board, all the circuits to put into that, as in you got to build everything yourself, so you still got to have some soldering skill. And then it's got all the wires and also the AV jacks. So that is not bad. And I'm fried again because I just got home from shopping, so I'm burned out. But I can't think of his name. Ben Heck, I think, is the one that does it that way for the Ataris, to where he literally has a separate little circuit board where he does the mod on that and then just wires it into the system. So same kind of thing. And the only thing I'd ask the guy, if you spot that he's got some and want to get it, ask him if it will interfere with the Atari attachment for these puppies, because I've tried the other kind of mod, the simpler one, where you can just go to Radio Shack and you literally solder the parts into the main board. I wasn't happy with it. One of the parts I got, which was the adjustable pot, was faulty, so I got a signal long enough to where, cool, this works really good. Then it's like an hour later I started playing it, and boom, it was rolling like crazy, and it wouldn't let me readjust. So it's cheap crap parts from Radio Shack. But that one, right off the bat, if you tried to play a game with the Atari attachment, it totally just wouldn't bypass it. It just made it to where it wouldn't work for me. I couldn't even get it to work through the RF using the Atari. I'd get a really shitty picture. So either go through this guy, or on that, have somebody do it like on the Atari site that works on that kind of stuff, or another site that does the same thing, man. But if you're into soldering, it looks like a real easy mod to do, man. And for the instructions, same type of instructions as in I got the ones for doing these chips off of his site, where he shows the pictures and he does the same thing and tells you what to do and what goes where and what direction the resistors are supposed to be in and what color codes and all that shit. So makes it really easy for you. So you just download that stuff right off of his site, PDF form, and then you're good to go. So I don't want to make this vid too long here, so it'll be a big friggin' file, so I'm going to stop it here. And success, man. I couldn't be happier. I wasn't expecting to be able to fix both of them, man. That was cool that it was the same problem. So now I've got a nice one and got my backup. So catch y'all later. Feel free to comment.